Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Fun Day with Paul and Judy. Hope you're having a good weekend.
It's a jam-packed show.
It is.
I'm just gonna
Did you
say.
See all the things in the waiting room at the bottom of the screen?
I didn't even see that.
See the arrow? It goes on. Way over here.
All right, first things first. Can you see us? Can you hear us?
Yes, we always like to know that.
Oh,
and cheers.
Cheers.
To another successful weekend of getting here. We always love to see your comments come through, and there's been a lot of participation for today's show because of all of the great signs that you guys keep finding and sending. And in fact, there have been so many wonderful signs, funny things that people are sending that I'm now compiling them for future weekends.
Yeah, because we can't do them all in one.
Which is great. So keep them
coming. We have
that
new thing that we were going to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's called
Remember When. So I hope you did your homework.
Remember When?
That's what it's called. It's a segment called Remember When. Hi, Marianne. Happy Sunday. Hi, Darlene. Nice to see your name show up, too. Riverview, Michigan. Where else? What other cities and states are watching this afternoon or this morning, depending on in what state you live?
I'm watching from Tampa Bay, Florida.
Yes. More specifically, St. Petersburg. Poor Paul is covering the flag with his head. But it's still flying. It's so funny because we were talking about it. I said, I continue to move the camera this way and then this way. And I kept running into pillars on one side. I said, when it starts to blow the other way, then we'll be able to see it. Otherwise, it's just a water view.
And every once in a while I'll do one of these.
Yeah.
It's like the thing that I always did about cable. Like,
standing on your head.
Yeah, because I always had like porn on it or something.
Yeah. That's ironically one of the Remember Whens. But we have the other segment to do first.
Okay.
Happy Sunday Fun Day. It's time for, drum roll please, signs of all kinds. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
We have some good ones this weekend. This one is from Becky.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Isn't that hysterical? I know. I love that. I just thought, oh my gosh, you guys are being so creative and you're having so much fun with these. And that's the whole idea. Okay, so here is another one.
Oh, wow.
Look at this cool ass dog. That's a reward in and of itself. Hi, Aaron. Welcome to Sunday Fun Day. Oh, that was pretty fun.
That is a good one.
That was from Christine.
And ironically, isn't the Westminster Dog Show this weekend?
Yes, it is. You're right. Oh my gosh, that's so true. Now this one, I'm sorry, I can't give credit. Somebody sent me 3 in a row and I didn't take a snapshot. So if you're the one who sent me this,
I like this already.
Stop by a roadside stand that said lobster tails, $2. I paid my $2 and he says, once upon a time there was a lobster. I love that one too. That's great. All right. And next, credit to another one from Christine. Notice. Thank you for noticing this new notice. You're noticing it has been noted. I can't tell. It says, and will something reported to the something. I can't tell exactly what it says because it was just a little too blurry on the very, very bottom, but still fun.
Maybe it says nothing to see down here.
Hi, Andrea. Another one writing in from sunny Michigan. So good to hear the descriptive sunny in your state. Awesome. Hi, Jane. And Sissy's here today too. Sissy's so cute. Sis. She said, I have a lot of things prepared for your show today. So Sissy, I'm going to be excited to see some of the comments that you make.
All right.
So here's our next fun sign. Oh, I love this. Speaking of Jane.
Fantastic.
In plants.
It reminds me of those little, I don't know what they call those things that had little pictures that you had to solve. I forget what they called that. Like they had a game show
Concentration?
Like that. They had a game show like that, but there would be these things that you would put these pictures together and it comes out a saying like breast implants, that kind of thing.
Plants.
But I haven't seen it done quite that way. I saw one with two stick figures were holding like a little circle and it said 2 men walking abreast. But so this is I think even better.
Kind of a nod to that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is a really good one. Now, this is not a funny one. I'm just reminding you of what some of these acronyms, is that what the right term is, an acronym? ATD means actual time of departure. These shortened versions when you're texting. BFF, of course, best friends forever. BTW, by the way. BYOT, bring your own technology. for what it's worth, to be honest, laughing my ass off. I cleaned this next one up. Oh my gosh, OMG, and TTYL, talk to you later. Now, the reason I am putting that up there is because of the contribution from Connie. This is the senior citizen version. ATD, at the door. BFF, best friend fell. BTW, bring the wheelchair. BYOT, bring your own teeth.
Nice.
FWIW, forgot where I was. GHA, got heartburn again. LMDO, laughing my dentures out. OMSG, oh my, sorry, gas. And TTYL, talk to you louder. So Connie, bravo.
Very nice.
That was very, very fun. And to everyone who contributed to the sides. I actually went through yesterday and I said, I just want everybody to be reminded of what those initials stand for in normal layman's terms in texting.
Because I don't know. What are they saying?
I know. Yeah. I have to look them up 90% of the time.
Are they yelling at me?
TTYL. Talk to you louder.
I like it.
I know. Those are really
good
fun.
Contributions, guys. You get a star on your forehead for the day.
That's what I thought it was too. Concentration. I think that it was such a fun game. And it really did make you think. It was kind of a memory.
Yeah.
You know? I should copy that one, Gene, right? And let your friends know after you've texted them that little shortened version what you were trying to really say. So then, speaking of that, we have another game that we sort of started last week.
Yeah, at the end of the show.
Yes. And I'm calling it Remember When, because this is how it all started. What's a saying that kids nowadays will never know? I'll start. Roll down the window.
No, these are the ones that we've all said.
Right?
These are the ones we already said?
Yes. Well, you can remind everybody of what the ones were.
So last week we were talking about poodle skirts, bobby socks, Oxfords, and you have a prop?
Not yet.
Oh. Saddle shoes.
Yep.
Penny loafers.
Yep.
45s, 33s, LPs.
Okay.
Yeah. And I said albums, I think.
Okay.
Back then. The twist. And five and dime.
Those were all brought up last weekend.
Yes.
So here's another one. Do you remember needing a dime for a phone call?
Yeah.
Do you remember even dialing a phone?
Yes.
So that was kind of another interesting one. Yeah. Here the saddle shoes. That's exactly right. So ironically, Marianne, your timing was good as well. Yep. Dialing the phone. Keep them coming. See how many you can think of. But speaking of the saddle shoes, last weekend we were talking about Oxfords versus saddle shoes, because they are indeed two different things. So I found some pictures. Those are Oxfords. Those are saddle shoes. Those I found on eBay, some old saddle shoes. And then I found in the closet, I was telling you that I had saved mine from my cheerleading days. Look at these shoes. They are, I mean, who knew that you could sell old beat up saddle shoes on eBay? I could probably get $75 for these things.
And then when you say that you wore them, that they're Judy curls, you get $100.
Oh my gosh. No, but it really is funny. And I tried them on, I've saved them in case we went to a Halloween party.
Oh, I thought you were trying out for cheerleading.
Go back to, just to make me feel young. They still fit. I was very surprised. But yeah, they got a lot of wear in high school.
Well, and the other thing we did
what are some other ones?
touch on last week,
$20. That's good.
We talked about, let me swipe your card.
Yes, that was another one. Sure. Party line. That's true. That was another one.
Yeah.
And Mark says something about, I don't know. Oh, that he still says slacks as opposed to pants.
Mark, you shouldn't.
That's something that your dad said.
You shouldn't have said that, Mark.
Are you wearing those slacks?
Yes. Now I've been called a slacker. That's different.
That's a totally different animal. Can you remember your home number as a kid?
Yes.
What was it?
412-793-3915.
Nice. You even remember the area code?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pittsburgh, PA.
I wonder who has it now.
And I lived at 11267 Azalea Drive. I'm an excellent driver.
Okay, Rain Man.
I do remember it.
Carolyn wants you to say a few words about Larimar, and we actually have that segment coming up too, Carolyn. So here's one with the penny loafers. You saved your penny loafers.
Yes.
That's why. Do they still fit? That's the question.
Okay, so
Have you tried them on?
You ready for some new ones?
Oh, here's another good one. Skates with a key. At one point,
oh yeah,
we had to put keys in skates.
Remember the song?
No.
I got a brand new pair of roller skates.
I
got a brand new key.
Yes. Right. Yukon 31314. That's great. Yes, you remember. Here's another one. Do kids still play this? Jacks?
Oh, probably. Marbles.
Sure.
No, when I sort of went to a different direction.
You mean for some of the ones you came up with?
Yeah, for things you'll never hear kids say. Yes, I ate that chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, that's right.
Did you see that viral video? There's a little kid had chocolate all over his face. Did you eat that? Oh.
I did see that.
No.
Cutest little kid. Oh, drop your film off for processing. Good, yes. Darlene. Very true. Yeah, that's a good one. I
was talking about
hi, Sharon.
In Back to the Future.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Michael J. Fox, who played Marty McFly, finds himself in the 50s, and he goes to. So this is kind of the reverse of what we're talking about. This is what the old folks would never understand.
Have heard in the 50s, right?
So he sits down at the counter, and he says, the guy says, "What do you have?" And he says, "I'll have Pepsi free." He said, "No, you have a Pepsi, buddy. You're going to pay for it." All right. How about a Diet Coke? What are you talking about? All right. Just give me a tab. Can't give you a tab. You haven't ordered anything yet.
Right? Fun. Those are good. Hi, Priscilla. Happy Sunday Fun Day to you. We're in the middle of the game. Remember when?
That's right.
I can't remember if I had any other.
You had some talking about the flip side or the B side.
Yeah, that was in reference to last weekend when you guys came up with the 45s and the 33s. And does anybody even know what an LP is anymore? Getting to change one of the 3 TV channels. Yes, and that was another one that you came up with that had to do with rabbit ears.
Oh yeah, the rabbit ears on the television.
Remember the rabbit ears on old TV?
It wasn't cable.
The 3 channels. Yeah. Right, exactly.
Yeah, and now we have 300 channels and there's still nothing on.
What else you got?
We got the Leisure Suit.
Oh, that goes back to Mark with his slacks.
That was a bad time. I did have one of those. I think I even went to a school dance.
Oh.
And I didn't even want to dance with me with that thing on. We talked about making a Xerox copy.
Right.
Or the
knobs with no remote.
Or the carbon copy. We had to slide that carbon in there.
Yes. I still remember using that carbon, putting it between 2 pieces of paper and sticking it in the old typewriter.
Yeah.
To type. I mean, that's another one, typewriter.
Yeah.
It's funny how the more people talk about things, the more you come up with even more. Paper phone directory, right? So true. I mean, everything's just online now. Still have my inkwell from grade school. Oh, that's a relic. That's awesome.
You talked about the S&H green stamps.
Oh, yes. Remember those? It was been through the ringer. That's a good one too. We used to sit at my Grammy's kitchen counter, and we used to lick the stamps and put them in the little booklet that was called, I think I wrote that down. Oh yeah, your Quick Saver book with the green stamps. Do you guys remember that?
I wonder if kids will not say the word taxi.
Oh.
Because everything's Uber, Lyft, ride sharing.
They'd even say cab.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's another one.
I don't know.
Airmail. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's true. Very true. Hi, Susan. Hope you're having a beautiful day too. I love the fact that you guys are thinking of these things. Getting up to change one of the 3 channels.
Yeah.
So much exertion.
Where's the remote?
Right. Yes.
That is funny. Yeah, because I had to be that one sometimes, including the one that had to hold the rabbit ears to get the reception. I was the youngest for a while.
But then when you let go, it went right back to snow.
So I didn't get to see any television when I was a kid.
Dr. Scholl's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I even told that story or if it was just in my head, but I used to have Dr. Scholl's, and it was one of those things very much like my saddle shoes that I held on to forever. These Dr. Scholl's shoes I had since 8th grade and kept moving them around from state to state, city to city, and job to job, you know. And then I finally thought, I've had these things for so long. It's time for me to just donate them. And sure enough, probably within a month, the whole Dr. Scholl's craze was back in. And I thought, oh my gosh, I had the originals and I let them go.
Probably worth a fortune, though.
Probably worth a fortune.
Somebody brought up the punch cards.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember that because me being the worst as far as social media and technology in our family, I remember we all had to take that first course in computer programming in college.
Sure. Yes, I remember that cards. Too.
And whatever I did didn't work. But yeah, the kids won't know what that is either.
No, the punch card.
No.
Right. It'll mean something completely different. Sounds like a game. Oh, the milkman.
Yes.
Yes.
Fresh milk to the home.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yep.
That's true. I remember my grandparents had that, the fresh milk delivery. Having to pay extra for long distance calls.
Yes.
Yep. And cheaper at certain times of day. I remember
calling collect. I mean, you can still do that, but I can't believe it's still a thing.
I know. So are ice trays. You have a very old-fashioned
ice trays,
refrigerator or freezer.
Yes, I was the ice maker. I poured the water in there and put it in.
Put it in the tray, put it in the freezer. TV dinners unfolding metal TV trays. My grandmother had those too. So did my parents.
Yeah.
Sure. And then they'd watch their favorite show on one of those 3 TV stations.
That's right.
You know, and it was either the NBC, ABC, or CBS Nightly News that they would watch on their TV trays before something else came on, like the Lawrence Welk Show. Does everybody remember that?
Oh, yeah. A 1 and a 2 and a 3.
And Bobby and Sissy. Remember them?
Yeah.
The dancers, that came on every week. Oh, my gosh, this is so much fun. Princess Phones.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I had one of those too, Susan. They were great. So much fun. Okay, so we could go on forever with our Remember When.
Are we going to put this one to bed for now?
Yes, now we have to come up with a new segment because I love these and I love your participation. It just makes it so much, these shows so much fun.
We do have that. We do have that segment, which is the back, what do we call it? Not back from the future. I forget what we called it. Blast from the past.
Oh, the blast from the past.
We have the blast from the past.
Oh, you want that next?
Let's move on to that. Unless somebody wants to do something else. This is your show.
Anyone?
I didn't hear anybody. Again, Judy doesn't know.
Is it, so is that the one we're starting with?
Yes, we're starting with
the one I haven't
Judy's.
seen.
And this is something from back in the day. It's a little longer than the other one, but the payoff is good.
But you couldn't find a place to cut it shorter?
No, because you'd miss the whole context of what's going on.
Okay. All right. So the next thing then is going to be a blast from the past. We'll call this Judy's surprise. And probably yours too. All right. I'll mute us first.
Competition? Yes, sir. What is your question?
How you doing, Jay?
Good. I'm fine.
I know that you have a lot of guests on the show, and you get gifts from some of these guests. And I noticed you had Rodman on the show not too long ago. He gave you one of his jerseys.
Yes, very exciting.
I'm from Chicago, big Bulls fan. I don't know if anyone else here is, but or if there's any chance I could.
If you could have it. Are you asking me if you could have the jersey?
That was my next question. Yes, I was.
Oh. Well, you see, normally I might do that, but see, when the guests come on, all these gifts I get from the guests are very, very precious. I have a special room in my home with special lighting, highlighting many of these gifts, many of these special items. So it's not something that I...
Jay, just tell him, man. Tell him the truth, man. He came all the way out here.
Kevin, you know how important the mementos from my days on the Tonight Show. These are things that you can't put a value on.
I know you got your own show and everything, but just tell them you don't keep the stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, man, I was watching TV last night, and I saw you busted, man.
I know what?
Ellen, run the tape. What's
he talking about?
Hi, welcome back to QVC. I'm your host, Judy Kroll, and today I have a very special guest with me. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Bob Johnson. Bob, nice to have you on the show.
Hi. How you doing, folks? I'm a private collector. I have a very unusual item for sale. This is a Dennis Rodman jersey. He actually wore this from the Chicago Bulls, and it's signed by him, $5,000.
$5,000, and we have it marked down to an introductory price of $69.95. It's
Right.
remarkable, one of a kind.
Yeah.
Oh, but who's Jay?
I don't know. He was the collector. I don't know. I got it from his father. Hey, look, the thing's lighting up. Oh, look, here's another item. Another private collection piece. This is a coffee mug used by Cindy Crawford. That's her actual lipstick on there. I can prove it.
And it's our today's special value. So from $7,500,
$7,500.
we have it marked down to $149.95.
Right.
And we thank you for
Hey,
that.
look, the thing's lighting up.
They have just sold out, so we thank you for your calls. Enjoy these one-of-a-kind pieces, and I hope you'll come back and see
Oh,
us
yeah, I
again
got a ton of
soon.
this stuff in the garage, and more coming.
Nice to have you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I think I'll deal with you later. Never mind. Let's move on.
That's too fun. Initially, with the guy in the audience, I had no idea
what it was.
where you were going with that. That was 1991.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many years
How
ago
about
was that?
that?
30 years?
Yeah.
30 years?
Yes, exactly. 30 years ago. That was such a coup to be able to fly out. It was really an interesting experience too, because of course they taped those shows in the afternoon, even though they didn't air until 11 o'clock at night. So we all got to the studio around 3 o'clock for hair and makeup, and I had to have all my little outfits lined up. So we chose what I was going to wear, and then they did my hair and makeup, and then we got to sit in the audience and watch. And the other famous person, I wasn't a famous person, but there was someone. Diane Keaton was another one of the guests on the show, so it was really interesting. And we sat like 2 rows back from the front row, and I was able to bring a guest with me because I'd flown out to LA by myself, and so I brought Claudia Hollingsworth.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Claudia
Yeah, from
Hollingsworth
QVC
for
days.
you QVC people
Yeah.
from Beverly Hills Gold. So she came as my guest, and it was so much fun to have somebody with me for the experience, you know. So and we watched, and of course we had taped our segment ahead of time, so I didn't have to run up from the
Right.
audience to go do that. But then after the show, Claudia and I hung around, and I was able to go up on the Tonight Show stage and take some pictures.
Yeah.
And Jay said, "Come here." And I sat down
In
on his lap.
Yeah.
So I have some of those in my photo album. Does anybody even say photo album anymore?
No, probably not. Well, I think it's still called an album in your computer.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's
just
true.
know.
And your music album too. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, that was just such a good time. That was a good surprise. I didn't know where you were going. And even though he submits these things to me to put in the little waiting room
I
for
don't let
Sunday
her look at
Funday,
them.
I always promise I'm not going to I'm not going to push start and see which one you're doing. So
I'm the
it's a
man
surprise.
behind the curtain.
That's right. So now it's time for Paul's surprise. Although it's really Judy's surprise because you set it up.
Oh, which one was it?
I don't know.
Did I do 2 things?
Yeah, you did
Oh,
one for you
I
and
did
you
a-
did one for
I did a blast from the past then.
Right.
I don't remember what it is. I have nothing to set up
So it
here.
really is a surprise. Okay.
Well, at my advanced years,
TTYL.
I did this like a week ago.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome back into the home shopping spree. The Polster is here. Yes, my hand's a little bit swollen. Actually, this is the communicator cushion. Hi, Mom. Yeah. This is coming up in the show. Even our president used this during his campaign, and he won. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah. And Des, give me the high five on the screen. Of course, you'll never lose a high five again. If you know someone who goes to the ball games, you know everyone's trying to get on camera. I think that the cameras always zoom in on this. See, look at that. I'm holding one, and already I'm on TV. Isn't that amazing? The communicating hand, seat cushion. What could be better? I was going to go to the phone lines. Wonder if I could somehow get this to push the phone button. Hi, you're live on the air.
Hello?
Hi, what's your name?
Adele.
Adele, can I lend you a hand?
Can you lend me?
Can I lend you a hand?
I have more than I need right now.
Where are you calling in from, Adele?
New York City.
The Big Apple.
Right?
The city's so nice they named it twice.
That's true.
You need this just to get somebody's attention, New York City. But I have some very good news.
Yes?
They told me, Adele, that you've been selected at random to be our second winner of the show in Spin to Win.
Oh, thank you.
How do you like the sound of that?
Oh, it's great. After so many years, it's a thrill.
Well, last time Desiree was over there, she had a phenomenal spin.
Uh-huh.
We'll see if we can't beat that.
Oh, thank you.
What did we end up with? Is that 125? Yeah. Hey, that's not bad at all. $125 in home shopping spendable cash.
Okay, so I realized that actually,
Audio wasn't really
the
great.
audio wasn't real good.
It's called an air check tape. So you're hearing what
I
they're saying.
could hear a little bit
Yeah.
of them. I could tell that we were listening to the
Right.
microphone chatter or
Right.
the headset chatter, as we used to call it.
Yeah, it sounded better when I was listening on it. But anyway, so there was a phone caller. That was the old days. It was they called it the home shopping spree, and there was it was a clearance. Obviously, who buys a big stupid hand?
People who go to games and
That's
have
a
the number one.
Well, then I started actually in the show to manipulate it, and then I thought this could get really bad very fast. Like I tried to do the hang 10, and I think I ended up flipping off the entire audience. I don't know. One of those things.
That's fun though. That's fun. Yeah, I just wish we could have heard it better, but it was I could tell early on that okay, we're not hearing you, we're hearing the producer, director, and then the probably audio tech.
Yeah.
Saying, okay, go ahead. And when she spun it, boy, I thought it was going to fly off the wall. Give it a good spin, took on a whole new meaning.
Yeah. Yeah, that was 1993.
Yeah.
So
April of
years ago.
1993. Yeah. Wow. So we hadn't met yet.
No.
But we were both at about that same stage that you were showing. That's funny.
You probably had never had to sell a stupid hand like that.
I didn't, no. I sold plenty of my fair share of silly things, though.
But it's going to come in handy because we're also...
Handy?
Yes, we are getting into some... Like, we can go back at when Judy does some more videos, Get Fit with Judy. We have the old Get Fit with Judy shows.
Yeah.
So we need to start introducing some of that footage.
And they're not that old, not as far back as 1990, but they're still 2000, so they're still 20 years old. That's true. Those are really fun. That's what inspired me to pick it back up again now. Speaking of that, should I talk about the video that I'm uploading tomorrow morning?
Absolutely.
Because it is a Get Fit with Judy video, and I kind of alluded to it.
I've been looking forward to this one.
Yes, he actually said, I really want to see this video because I'd like to do it. And I mentioned to you last weekend that I was going to finally do one on really good stretching. And it's not a fast video. It's very methodical. It's very slow. I let you take your time and really get into the stretch. But I think that you'll find them very beneficial. So if you want to see just a little clip.
I would love to see it.
Okay. Okay.
Stand up straight. It's important to get that posture in the right position. What can you do at home that's easy and will help you both upper body and lower body to stay fluid, to stay balanced, to stay flexible, and to keep that mobility as good as it gets for as long as you live? I'm going to show you a couple of things in my closet and in my bedroom that you can do first thing in the morning or whenever it's easy for you. First, let's talk about the upper body and those pectoral muscles. This is one of the easiest things you can do. Find a doorway. Now.
So sorry about that. It wasn't in sync, and I thought, I can't let that run out of sync. That'll drive me crazy. The producer in me says, no, got to start over. But it's a really good video, and I did the whole thing in the bedroom just to show you that you can do this at home very easily whenever it's comfortable. I typically like to stretch first thing in the morning, but then there are some people who like to do it just before they go to bed at night.
I'm not really flexible, and I have to say your copper fit massage gun has helped me tremendously.
Yeah, that's
especially even recovering from like pulled hamstrings and stuff. But I'm going to dedicate my time to get more flexible with yours. I was waiting for you to do this one.
Good.
So I'm very excited about it.
So I hope that you guys are able to watch that and see if it will help you too. And I'll remind you again where you can find it because it's just what we do. So that's what the channel looks like. And if you are watching on your mobile phone, which most people are, they're watching on their mobile devices. That's the YouTube app, of course, that you'll download if you don't have it already. And then based on if you want to find my channel or, for instance, Paul's channel, you'll just type in, see that little magnifying glass in the upper right-hand corner. That's what you use to do the search. So after you do that, then click on playlists, and then you'll find the Get Fit with Judy one. Oh, there's one of those cigarette boats going by. Yikes. They really are so loud. You just can't avoid it. But then that's what it looks like. So focus, stretch daily.
Yeah.
That's what will be coming.
That looks good.
A flexible Paul.
Yeah,
that's what he wants to be.
Don't hold your breath, but I'm going to work on it, getting more flexible.
You know what's really cute? Oh, thank you, Rose. One of the things that you said was about the massage gun.
Yeah.
The percussion massager. You remember Roz from, speaking of LA,
Oh, yeah.
California?
Yeah.
She just wrote through Messenger and said that she bought one of those
No kidding.
devices that I was selling. She said, I love buying things from you because I know how much you believe in what you're selling.
Talk about a blast from the past.
I know.
And that was from back in the Shore by the Shore days.
Exactly.
And we might have an appearance of one of those.
Have you found any?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so funny. You had more fun going through all that stuff.
I did.
So anyway, so that's the Get Fit with Judy that'll be coming out tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock Eastern time and 7 a.m. Pacific time. But of course, it lives on the channel, so you can watch it again and again. And you can do those stretches with or without the video after you see what they are as often as you possibly can. So what about yours? You uploaded one yesterday. I did.
I uploaded one of my favorite. I don't know why. I couldn't believe I hadn't done it yet. And I was kind of looking through my own gem book. And I said, wait, I didn't do this one.
Yeah.
And
I think it's the first one that I didn't have some jewelry to donate to your video because I don't own any.
It's called Iolite, and which is also quarterite, technically. And I started, actually, I say it in there, I think. I'm going to have a new playlist called Impersonators.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I even dropped, what's his name, in it? Jim Brewer. I said, like a comedian impersonates somebody like Joe Pesci. Well, there are certain gemstones that do a really good job impersonating another gem.
Yeah. Okay. So with that said, we'll mute us again. And hopefully this one will be in sync this time so you don't have to see it twice.
I was thinking a little bit about a new playlist on my Colored Gemstone Academy called The Impersonators. And what I mean by the impersonators, I don't know if you've ever seen a comic, like Jim Brewer impersonating Joe Pesci. But there are certain gemstones that I call impersonators because they do a really good job looking like another gemstone. Like Iolite can look like a really expensive tanzanite. All right, this week's lesson is one of my very favorite gemstones. I can't believe I haven't done anything about it yet. Here's my gem book. But this is on Iolite.
I like that.
My book made it to the show.
And actually, the funny thing about that is too that is your thumbnail.
Yeah, the thing.
I
will tell you, it's a great gemstone, and the response has been great from all of you guys on it. And people are really surprised to learn some of the things about it. Like, it really does look just like it, but it's actually a more durable stone than tanzanite, but it's a fraction of the cost.
Yeah, I love that.
And I give you some ins and outs because you can't get really big stones because the color tends to go darker.
Right.
But if you're working within a framework of certain sizes, you can really get great bargains in that stone.
I know.
I love that
know.
stone.
I need to look for more of it because it really does look much more expensive than it typically costs. I'm seeing some questions come through about fitness, about losing weight, about getting your arms in shape for summer. So I'm going to answer those after the show and go through the comments and then make my own personal notes to you guys because yes, there are some great arm workouts. And I should tell you, it's really funny. And so many times, except for the one where we auditioned for the RV park, the grandparents at the RV park celebrating your son's birthday party or something. No, it was your birthday party.
Oh, that's
Remember,
right.
You had the hat. And the thing.
I was old.
Anyway, I don't get very many things that as an actress I audition for. But there's something that came through from an agency and they said they're looking for instructors, fitness instructors. So we're looking for these people, we're looking for these people, we're looking for these people, and we don't want them to be that perfect Instagram photograph ready, model.
Well, then you're out.
So I said, I pick me, I'll audition. So I don't really know. I do know the company that it's for, but I'm not quite sure what they're wanting to do. But this person gets, flown out to LA and everything's taken care of for them. And I thought I should go for it because I have a lot of videos. And one of them that I want to submit for the audition is on arms. And so I'll make that suggestion to some of you who've asked about that because, yeah, there's some great things that you can do.
And we
for
all
sure.
we all know what Judy Crowell arms mean.
Sissy was just referring to them,
That's
I think, or it was Rose, or maybe Maria. I'll go back and look. Sometimes your comments come through so quickly that I lose track of who said what.
Well, it is Sunday, which
Yes.
means it's also Brie Day, so
Yes.
that's going to be happening.
Yes.
Everybody participated beautifully in today's show.
In the Today Show.
Today's show.
Yes.
I did forget
It was fun.
one thing
Really,
that the
really fun
kids
because of you.
kids of the future might not say.
Oh, okay.
This is my mom and this is my dad. Now they got to say these are my birthing people.
Yes, my birthing parents.
I don't know. Mine the only one that thinks that's crazy.
No, you should see. Oh, I think I forgot to put Uncle Dave's in. Thank you, Glenn.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was funny. I don't know
Yes,
if I
you
can
did.
add it now.
We'll do it
But
next week.
I'll add it next week because there's another great signs of all kinds. And you guys are getting you're getting more daring with your
Uncle
signs, and I love that
Uncle
because they're
Dave
funny.
is recovering. He had a fall.
Yeah,
so
he had
he's
a
recovering.
fall. So we were
So
very, very
shout out
scared
to
about
Uncle
that.
Dave.
Yep. He's
we're-
watching. He's feeling better. He's just still in pain.
We're actually still threatening to have a remote guest as a recurring theme from a parking lot in Marco Island.
Yeah, you keep talking about that.
John from
I
the
haven't
parking
seen his
lot.
name come up today.
Yeah, we got to work
thanks,
that out.
Mariana.
We got to work that out. And then
It
maybe
would be fun. Okay, let's
maybe
check
if you ever
in
go to
with John
Marco
at the parking
Island,
lot.
you know him and you get a discount. So, like,
We got to work on that.
I know. It's my job. I got to do that.
So we plan at this point to see you next weekend. I still haven't heard back from my parents as to whether or not they're coming into town. They
Okay.
have an open invitation.
Right.
So we'll see if that happens. And then we either will or won't be able to, depending on either brunch plans or their travel plans or whatever. But at this point, we're planning to see you, even though next weekend is Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, when we did show that video, I realized how bad deep my voice was from this cold.
I know. I was going to comment on that
It's like,
too. It was low. And the register was way down
I
here.
really like Iolite.
But he's feeling better.
Yeah, I'm
too,
feeling much
so.
better.
Yes, all that biking helped. Thanks, Rose. We will plan to see you next weekend. Cheers one more time to you
Mhm.
guys. I know you just took a sip. Sorry.
Well,
I
I'll
was
take
I
another.
was a little late on my toast. Enjoy the rest of your
And
weekend.
thank you for
Be
watching,
safe.
guys.
And you know I have a little video as I like to end with
And
my
don't-
wise words.
And share this video if you want to.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea. All right. We'll leave you on this note. First, I have to mute, as you know, so there's no feedback.